just to broaden it a little bit, do you see any other possible futures of pensions actuaries, or is this the only game in town?
Oh no!
Any other options?
Well,
other scenarios that could pan out?
Sorry? Well, as far as the pensions actuary sitting in this room, I think there will be plenty of work with traditional pensions going forward as long as you'll need to work. And I think your salaries will be increasing. You're half my age, don't worry. But, you know, and the salaries will increase because there are not enough of them for the amount of work that is going to be required.
Geraldine, as part of your recruitment work, are you seeing pensions actuaries already starting to come to you to look for alternative things to do, or are they still very much looking for traditional pensions jobs?
No, it's a very, very strange market, because we certainly have jobs for pensions actuaries, and you know, we've got jobs for scheme actuaries, pension fund managers, you know, all sorts of things. But we're not getting people coming to us. We're having to go out and find people, and it is much more difficult in the current market to persuade people to change jobs because they're running scared. And even people who are unemployed and you would think would, you know, grab at something, need persuading. You know, oh, they want to take a break. I think it may be to do with some of them might have unemployment insurance, you know, which then means that they're getting their mortgage paid and things like that, so they're waiting for the best job. They, salaries are coming down because that's what happens in a recession, and they think that they can wait until they get an improvement on the role that they left. There's lots of reasons, but and the other interesting thing is in the last recession, if you found somebody a job and you say, thank you, thank you, thank you, now they've got 2 or 3 offers from elsewhere as well. And again, where we're good is broking the deal and getting our people to take the job. But oh boy, it's hard work.
Just out of curiosity, I was just going to say, just out of curiosity, Geraldine, before the recession hit, I mean, were you actually seeing people thinking of changing direction?
Oh yes, at that stage, that everybody was trying to get out of pensions. Nowhere, because there wasn't any, there were too many people trying to get out of it. No, I think there's been a large increase in the number of actuaries in investment. Investment is being hailed as the new area for actuaries, but in fact, going back 30 years, there were a lot more actuaries in investment than there are now. Well, not more than there are now, because there's more actuaries, but proportionately. The other areas, if they had a strong statistical background, they went into general insurance. Yes?
Jodie, can I just ask about on investment? I mean, I think of the 60s and 70s when people, there were more actuaries who were in investment firms doing investing. And that's where the change has happened. You would find stockbroking firms having actuaries doing, particularly on the bond side, you'd find actuaries working as investment managers in some shape or form. And I don't know what the numbers are now, but I think it's very small. The people in investment now are either working in consultants, doing strategic and selection and stuff to do with pension funds investing, what is much more money than it was then, or they're people working in investment banks in various shapes or forms, looking at product development and actually marketing stuff to the other actuaries in investment, so they're talking to each other. But we don't actually have the people back in the investment houses the way they were once. And I would suggest that that was, particularly after the credit crunch and the way in which there's been so much challenges to the way risk has been poorly managed in investment organisations, that was a really big opportunity if the right, you know, particularly the risk management type push the profession's doing in the syllabus and things, is actually having more people working in investment rather than in investment consultancy.
Okay, when the actuaries you're talking about who were in stockbrokers, what they were really doing was sliding up and down yield curves with with the gilts, and now then sliding up and down yield curves to get a turn. They then started going over the well, anyway, it became more complicated. And the problem now with investment actuaries is they stop calling themselves actuaries. It's not fashionable in the investment field to call yourself an actuary, so we don't really have quite the same measure of who are working in investment as we did. But yes, the risk area is very, very interesting, because here is where actuaries should have been involved and should be involved, and yet very few seem to be CROs. It seems to be non-actuaries. And again, this is my personal feeling, is that there is far, far too much spurious accuracy in what goes on in determining risk for companies. And I think that actuaries would be able to bring this element of applied common sense and say that, you know, this is crazy. I'm not for 1 minute suggesting we go back completely to the back of the envelope approach only, but what I am saying is that actuaries have the ability to check a model with a back of the envelope approach and say, hey, let's have another look at this model because it's not making sense, whereas people from other disciplines haven't got that additional skill and that ability of applied common sense.
So are you actually recruiting any actuaries into risk management roles?
Yes. Oh yes. But not as many as I'd like to.
I was just going to say, I mean, a quick sort of glance through the back pages of the actuary shows, not that I've done it myself, but so I've heard. Shows plenty of sort of vacancies for life office actuaries and general insurance actuaries. It's actually very rare to see a sort of pensions actuary, or if there's a potential role that might appeal to an pension scheme actuary. It's something which says, you know, experience needed in that area. So I just find if you're in the insurance sector or the general insurance sector, it's relatively easy. If you're a pensions actuary, I don't know whether this comes on to the next session if you're getting on retraining. You're either kind of, I personally feel you're stuck in the scheme actuary role, or it requires retraining to move on to something different. And that's always, you know, quite a gamble.
Okay. Obviously, I will demonstrate to everyone that you are happy and you don't really read the back pages of the actuary, because otherwise you would have noticed that we've actually withdrawn our composite ad because we found that, you know, it didn't really attract the right candidates for the money that was being charged for it. And what we've done instead is to employ somebody full-time just to sit phoning people, and we're getting much better results from that. So give me your name after and I'll and we'll find you something instead of pensions.